Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and today we saw some volatility. We saw stuff cool off as expected, but we had a negative catalyst that kind of pushed it down and may continue to further push it down. So before I get too deep into it, I want you guys to make sure leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post videos. So the stock market came tumbling back down after talking about it yesterday, how we were just getting outside of those correction and those crash, numbers. And now on today, we see CPI inflation data. CPI inflation data was 7.5%. So the past 12 months, inflation has increased to 7.5% on prices. And we know that if it was above 7%, which was what it was last time, things were going to kind of be okay. I mean, we're going to be bad. But if it was below that 7%, things would have been good. If above that, bad. Below that, good. So it was above that at 7.5%. So we saw the market react. And now we have more fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. So FUD. So let's check out what happened, right? Let's check it out. Let's check out the news. All right, inflation surged 7.5% on an annual basis, even more than expected and highest since 1982. Many people weren't even born in 1982, especially the new investors, and we are seeing higher prices since then, the highest inflation or the highest prices since then. So that tells you, right, that's crazy. Some of the key points I liked right here. Consumer Price Index, or the CPI, for all items rose 0.6% in January, which means inflation is still rising into the month of January, driving up annual inflation by 7.5%. So if it would have come down, right, we know last time we looked at it, I think it was 6 point something percent, maybe 6.8 or somewhere around that realm. If it would have come down, we'd have known that, hey, inflation is going to handle itself. So now the Fed don't need to increase the interest rates so high, or they don't need to be so aggressive. However, inflation still continued to rise in January by 0.6%. So now the Feds are feeling even more aggressive and realizing that they have to take action in order to bring down the inflation numbers. That marked the biggest gain since February 1982 and was even higher than the Wall Street estimate, right? Core inflation rose 6%, which also was a notch above expectations. Real earnings for workers increased just 0.1% on the month when accounting for inflation. That one right there, that one struck with me. Real earnings for workers increased just 0.1% on the month when accounting for inflation. So because inflation keeps going up, we are making less, right? So it doesn't matter, oh, you got that pay raise this year. Inflation went up so high that your pay raise doesn't even matter. It balanced out. That's why we have to have that side hustle. That's why we have to get in here and learn how to invest and how to print our own money, right? That's what I think. We got to be able to make our own money. We cannot allow these jobs to determine our income or how much we're going to make, when we're going to get paid, and everything else. We need to be able to control those things in our own lives. I mean, that's how we build financial freedom and that generational wealth. That's the goal of this channel, right? The journey to become wealthy. Weekly jobless claims declined to 223,000, below the 230,000 estimate, right? So the weekly jobless claims declined to $223,000, which means more people are being employed. However, it is not what is to be expected, right? Expected was 230,000. If we'd have saw greater than that number, then it would have been okay. Again, people, the Feds would have been like, hey, we expected inflation. This is how they're going to act. They're going to act one way or another based on the news. So now they're seeing that people still aren't working as much. Job positions are not being filled as expected. So the economy is not as strong either. So this right here tells me that they shouldn't be as aggressive. Well, they're going to try to be more aggressive because still less people are working. Meaning the economy is still weak. We want to get more people working. We want to decrease these prices so that it's still affordable to you and I, right? So those are the things that really killed me. But again, this one right here, I have to put emphasis on this. Real earnings for workers increased just 0.1% on the month when accounting for inflation. Inflation is beating us down, y'all. Until we learn how to make our own money, until we learn how to invest, until we learn how to make our money make money, it has to be a tool, right? It can't just be out here to be used to be bought buying bread and butter or the new J's. We have to make that money make money. So, I mean, year over year, right? And this is year over year. So this is just talking about on the month. Year over year, your dollar has become worth less. So inflation is kicking our butts, guys. Let's check out what the markets did today. The S&P 500 down 1.80%. The Dow down 1.43%. The Nasdaq down 2.10%. Y'all know I just talked about us coming out of that correction territory, right? What y'all think this did? Y'all think it put us back in there? I mean, did we give everything back for the month or the week, or what did we do, right? The Hang Seng flat, I guess. I'm assuming this is incorrect, but we're gonna assume whatever. And the Russell down 8.85%. That can't be right. Okay, for the day. For the day, the Russell is down 1.55%. 1.55%. And I think that's after we saw a little bit of gains on yesterday, right? We saw about 1 point something gains yesterday. So, man, we probably gave most of that back. Let's check out, right, for the month. Let's see what the month. So, we still down 6.51% for the month. And we're not as down bad for the past 6 months. We're down 8.5% for the past 6 months, right? So let's go check out these other ones, right? The S&P 500. And you know we've been looking at the 3 month here. But let's see. 3 month, we're down. It says 3%. So we're still not as bad as banged up because we ran up a little bit today. And I think yesterday we were down 6%, if I'm not wrong. Well, the deepest dip we saw was 6%. I'm sorry, on the 3 month chart. So let's go back and let's check out the next one. So we're only down 3% right now in the S&P 500. We were already know we were getting close to that correction territory with the S&P 500 a couple weeks ago. So now let's see here. We know the Dow came down as low as 5% from at one point, and now we're still with the decrease today. We're down 2.36%. So this is kind of giving you an idea of how much further down or up this thing could go. Just so you guys know, that's why we're kind of looking at this, because we want to have some idea how much further down or up can it go. If it continues to come down, will it touch this again? Or will it touch halfway here? You know, a good percentage of it in your mind, the way you know, hey, if you do want to try a put option, if you do want to try a call option, you want to predict it's going to go back up or you want to predict it's going to go back down, you have some idea on what you need, what kind of moves you need to be making and where it could be. The Nasdaq. So this today put us back in that 10%. I think yesterday we were sitting at about 9% on the close, about 8.7%. And we came back, we were coming out of it, but now we're back at 10%. So we're still in correction territory, but we're not down as bad as we were when we had that 14 to 16% down, right? Which was right here. 15, it's showing 15, but it was like 16% right here. So we're not as down bad as we were then, but again, have an idea. How much further will we come? Will we come to here where we're down 12%? Do we have another 2% to drop? Or do we have another 5% to drop for, you know, the next couple weeks or days? So that's just giving you guys, gauging you guys. And the market was actually doing well today. If you guys looked at each one of those, you saw that it went up before coming back down, right? It was going up, it was riding the wave up, and it came back down just a little bit. So I expect tomorrow being Friday to see it come down just a little bit more, right? One thing we're gonna look at. Let's look at our stock heat map, right? We know we got to check out our stock heat map. The market was green today. It was looking good. You guys saw the pretty green yesterday. Now check it out, right? We red, it's blood red. We got beat down, right? We got beat down. And we're giving back, once again, pretty much everything we gained. We're giving it back yet again because of this negative news. And we know that's what happens when we get negative catalysts on the market. We get beat down. Our stock prices come back down. And we, you know, hopefully you took your profits or you watching the news. Or you saw me post on Instagram. I posted it to my story and Facebook, and you should have saw. Oh snap! Let me get in. Let me get out. And I did a put option on the SPY. I did a quick put option because I was at work. I got about 15%, $60, and I could have made a lot more. It went up. I want to say about 50 to 100% because I think I saw the high after the fact. I got in at $199 of option, so that's $199. And I looked at the high was about $340. So that means that's $140, almost $140 per option. And I had 2 of those. I could have got out with $280, but because of my time constraints and my inability to pay attention at the time, I got in, got out with some quick profits. And tomorrow we'll probably try and do the same. Again, you know, when you're at work, you gotta do what you can, right? Don't force it, don't chase it. Do what you can in your free time. Also, crypto. We know that crypto should be probably coming down with this. So I hope you guys took your profits. Hopefully you guys bought in low or took your profits. If not, the next coming days may be your opportunity to jump back in at lower prices. And I'm not even going to go through all of this. I just want you guys to kind of check it out. We're going to do a quick, overview. So other ones we know we like. Microsoft down 2.84%. Apple 2.36% down. Even banks took a small hit, not nothing major. JP Morgan down 0.41%. Wells Fargo down 0.02%. Bank of America down 0.47%. Goldman Sachs down 1.06%. Morgan Stanley down 1.07%. Again, I'm liking Morgan Stanley. I may take this opportunity to get in there if it continues to come down anymore. Looking at my price, right? That I put Morgan Stanley out here and I put a price of about $99 where I like it at. If it comes down, I'm gonna keep watch it and hopefully catch it down there. Google down 2.10%, and I actually bought $100 in this today. I don't know why I did it. I felt good when it was coming down. I was like, hey, let me buy $100, and I was up about 1% until the news came out, and I was back flat. Right, I ended flat. Facebook down 1.69. Disney actually holding strong, up 3.35%, but we know that's based on their earnings, and they still lost a lot because as of last night they were up about 7%. Coming in today, they gave quite a bit of that back and only are holding strong at 3% gains today. Johnson & Johnson down 1.21, Pfizer down 1.69, Amazon down 1.36, Baba down 1.99, JD 2.41, Tesla 2.94. Again, these are opportunities for you guys to get in low and take advantage of the lower prices so that when they go back up, right? We saw how quickly these things gained strength. And without even any news, just pricing in the markets, they gained strength and they slowly went back up. They slowly went back up towards positive gains. So you guys be waiting on that bottom, waiting on some green days and beautiful days, waiting on them to start coming back up, and then you take advantage of these opportunities and be willing to hold for the long term. Walmart down 1.17, Target 1.29, Costco down 1.96%. Energy even took a hit. ExxonMobil down 0.96%. Chevron down 1.27%. And real estate just looking pretty red. Utilities, everywhere just got beat down, right? So just so you guys know, just so we kind of take a glimpse. I want to talk about crypto for sure. I've been telling you guys, hey, we saw crypto booming. It was on the run, and this is all it takes. That negative news to kind of turn things upside down. Bitcoin down 1.62%, still not bad. Ethereum down 4.44%. And this may be the second buying opportunity for many of you who may have missed it the first time it ran back up. And if you guys know, I've proven Bitcoin come down to that $33,000 range, and it's gonna make its way right back up, steadily back up. So if it comes back down, you buy again. Hopefully, if you did buy it at that $33,000 range, you've taken your profits when it hit that $45,000 today, and you saw it come back down with the negative news, took some profits, and if it comes back down even further, you buy more, and you don't sell everything. You just sell a piece of it. You take some out of it. So you take your profit off the top and leave the rest so it's the house money. Sheep down 6.38%. And it's been up 50%, right? So it's still lots of money here and still lots of gains in there. Luna down 7.48%. We see Crow down 1.08%. Mana down 2.11%. Sandbox down 3.91%. So pretty much everything got beat down with the exception of Theta. With Theta Network, it looks like it was booming 22.17% today. I've never looked at that NFT, but if you guys want to check it out, y'all make sure y'all leave it in the comments. I'll definitely take a look at it and we'll figure it out, right? We'll figure it out together. So don't, you guys know, let me know if you want to look at anything. But the crypto market is definitely, it's going to be affected by this as well. You'll see that money moving around. You'll see people, money changing hands, inflation so high, oh, bad news. Sell everything, panic, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When they inject that fear into the market, everything goes red for a little while. And luckily for many of you new investors, this is your second time seeing it. So you kind of know what to expect. You do not know how far down this thing can come. And we don't know how far up it'll run either. But you just got to assume, hey, it's going to continue to come down based on that negative news, especially tomorrow on Friday, Market Friday. We got be patient and wait on more days to see what happens, right? See how much further up it can go. As of right now, I don't see anything that just went crazy on the ones that we're looking into, especially on the day. Everything is red on the day. Of course, we still see those beautiful gains for the week. Hopefully you guys take advantage this time around. So if you've been watching the channel, you've seen how things can move, how money can be made, how you can get in and get out on things. And I just want you guys to kind of pay attention to that and take advantage of the opportunities that's coming. I know one thing I have been slow on this week is resilience, right? If you lost some money today, if you were investing today, resilience, bounce back. Wait and dollar cost average back into that play. Don't sell, don't panic sell. And if you do make a mistake, if you did panic sell, take advantage and learn from that, right? Learn where you messed up. Realize where you allow fear to control your actions. Don't be afraid of this thing, right? This is business. If they come back down, if you're out of the money, you average down, you wait for it to go back up, and you get out. If anything, you just you're forced to hold longer until these prices return to where they're supposed to be, or where you thought they would be. Also, make sure you're investing in good companies, right? But yeah, the wealthy word of the week, resilience. Make sure you know how to bounce back. I told you guys last week I lost $200. Look at what I did today. I had the opportunity to make that same $200 back. Resilience. I'm not afraid to get out here and invest. I know where I made my mistake because I didn't pay attention. I was at work. I knew I shouldn't have been doing it, but I'm bouncing back, right? And I'm not worried about that. I'm not afraid to continue trading. I fell off the horse and I got back on it. So I thank you guys for joining me tonight on the journey to become wealthy. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.